then on the rough terrains, it only has one cab, so you do all the steering, all operating from that one cab. We get into the terminology, you'll kind of see that a little bit more. So again, the RT650E rough terrain crane, it's a 600 series, 50 US tons, and remember I said from a while ago that last letter E is a revision. Every time they come up with an update or something improved or better, they change them all to revision. And for the steering on these cranes, they have a few different options. You can only do the front axle, or rear only, or there. And you can also do it coordinated where both of them turn at the same angle. I know the guys around here, that's mostly what you'll see is RTs. You'll see a few of the GMKs, but not too many.
I think that's all Harry Smith had was on the road.
Yeah, they got a few GMKs. And you'll see yard bosses and you'll see the national cranes. I've seen a couple Manitowac since I've been up there. That's it. Usually they're customer machines. Cranes I've worked on, that's the ones I've worked on since the RTs. They just come out with a new RT, I can't think of a model. But anyway, it's pretty sweet. It's got like diamond blade all over it.
900?
Hmm?
We got 900.
Yeah, I think it's a 900,
It's like
900, 950 or something
It's
like
the
that.
9130.
There's a thing, yeah.
It's
Diamond
pretty
plate all
sweet.
over the top.
Yeah. I had one of those, I was putting it together for a Shady Grove. It's pretty sweet.
It's like, isn't it like an extra option? You can get it without it though. You can get the grip or the diamond plate. And the cost isn't anything really different, so.
Chris, I wonder if you could do some of your lecture over there, because I'm getting that MHC logo in the background. That's probably not
Okay.
what we want in there. Yeah, yeah, right in there is fine.
So, a truck mounted TM and TMS. Remember, truck mounted stands for 2 engines. TMS stands for single engine. These are designed for highway travel, limited off-road use. You're going to see more of the truck mounted like this than you are the ATs going down the road. They do have 2 cabs, and you can only drive the carrier from the lower cab. Do all the crane operations from the upper cab.
Is kind of fast, huh?
Yeah, it moves pretty good. And the new cabs like are coming out with down there at the bottom right, I can't think of the name of the cabs, but they're nice. So, very nice.
Off-road. Shoot. I'll go forward on these.
I have standard outriggers, and we'll get into it more in a little while, but the front mount fifth stabilizer, it comes down automatically when you're running outriggers. It's pretty much right behind the cab. Lead, that's 50 US ton, I think. And the TMS, single engine, 800 series
triple nickel cab behind it.
All the RTs are in Shady Grove. And the TMs and the TMSs, most of them designed and built in Shady Grove, except for the TMS 900 and TMS 9000. What they're doing is they're using a superstructure cab, which is a boom and everything. It's from Germany. So there's the side of Shady Grove. Okay. Big. 79 feet. And that's a very typical boom.
So we just need enough room to write the tonnage.
Yeah, I'd leave enough room to write tonnage because I think they're going to go over each model. Instead of having to be able to determine how many tons all of them are, except for maybe the 600 and the 700. Don't be surprised on the test if I ask you, okay, what's RT stand for, what's the 5 stand for, what's 30, the E, the -2, all that good stuff. Okay, pretty much what that, what a crane model stands for.
Model series.
Remember, RT stands for rough terrain. The 5 normally stands for like the 500 series, 600 series. Last 2 digits normally stand for the tonnage. The E stands for revision, and so is the -2, -3. Instead of them going to another letter, they might just put a -2 out there or something. Now, confusion, as soon as we go over the glossary, you will understand that. Little boom extension. Basically, that's like a lattice extension that can swing away. That's how much extra reach you can get off of it. We'll go over that in glossary. They started out with tier 2, now we went to tier 3, and they're fixing to go to tier 4. That's in all new trucks, construction equipment, you name it. That's just federal emissions. Dual axis electric joystick controllers, we'll go over what those are here after a while. 2 main pumps, that's hydraulic pumps, 1 piston pump, 1 gear pump. When we go over hydraulics, obviously you'll know what those are. Full vision cab and the iFlex 5 graphics display LMI system. Okay, does anyone know what LMI stands for?
Isn't that load movement?
That's just what type of LMI system it has in it. It's an iFlex 5.
Load moment.
Yes, load moment. So, LMI stands for, if you don't know, write that down.
Put a Smarty chicken one.
Everybody get this? Yeah. So, 535 has a 35-ton capacity. A little bit different. And pretty much everything else is the same except for the boom length and the horsepower and the ton.
Oh, I know some cement.
this one also has a tiltable cab, hydraulically tilted.
So you can make the tabs look up and
Yes. Like, if the boom's up all the way up in there, you want the
then you that up and drop it up.
tilt.
That's
A lot of GMKs do that too.
What's its name?
Yeah.
Turn it over.
You get long enough boom now, you wanna, if you can, tilt it, hope you see it.
I guess as you look through all the different kinds of equipment that you've got, the one kind of overriding continual theme is it's way more complex than when the school started back in 1946, and if you learned anything about diesel, you knew everything about diesel.
Yeah, that's right. That's one of the reasons why the manufacturers and dealers provide this type of equipment for us to train on. Every year it gets more complicated trying to meet emission specifications and customer requirements. So they've got to run longer, run better, and when they break down, they want them fixed right the first time, and they want it done quickly because this is how they make their living. And that's why each of these manufacturers and companies can provide this type of equipment for us to train on, is because it is so important to service their customers very quickly and correctly.
Okay, then when you're talking to me, don't look at the camera. Just
Yeah, okay.
It seems like it would be awfully hard to have this many manufacturers all over the U.S. contributing this much equipment. Are there really this many programs like this?
There are very few programs that have this many. Most colleges that do the same thing we do have 2 or 3 different programs, and many of them still just have a general diesel program. There are 13 colleges in the United States that have Caterpillar programs. But we're the only college with Komatsu, we're the only college with a Greco, we're the only college with Kenworth. So we're very unique in the blend of trucks, heavy equipment, natural gas compression, power generation, and agriculture equipment.
And is there some kind of synergy about having all these different kinds of diesel engine companies and services all under one roof?
It brings a unique group of instructors together, and although they teach in one area, they share their experiences. So it is good for the students to have the number of instructors that we have, and the expertise that each one of those instructors has and can share with the other instructors.
We've seen a lot of folks go through the program, young and old, and people starting a second career, a second job. What is kind of the common theme you see about those who seem to be the most successful?
Well, they come here and they're very serious. And one of the things we've found is the students that are selected by these companies to come to these programs are typically very serious about it. And if they're serious students, much like the adult students we typically see as adult students, nobody's forced them or coerced them into coming here. This is what they've decided they want to do, and they're very active in seeking their education then.
Check my text message here and see what's next. We're talking about employers now to send you a more serious student. Overall, what are the expectations of all these different employers, and how do we ensure that we really meet them? And I guess we try to exceed those expectations.
Well, the curriculum is developed with the assistance of all of these different companies, or some of the companies actually write the curriculum. And some of them have some tests at the end and certifications that the students would receive that help them know that the students have achieved what was expected. But big part of what really makes the dealerships aware of the quality of the student is the internships. As the students go back, they show what they've learned. They don't just get to talk about it. And so every 8 weeks the students are going back, they show what they've learned, and the dealers help them by providing good, strong mentors. And it works out very well. I've got a good graduation rate because the students feel the success that they're having, and the dealers continue to recruit because they see the success in their shops.
Just one more thing to share. Okay, then the last question would be, we've kind of touched on it, but off the top of your head, what's the value of all this equipment here in terms of maybe monetary, but then also the value to the success of the program?
Well, the monetary value is multi-millions. Each program probably has $3 or $4 or $5 million worth of equipment in it. It's just unbelievable. The value to the companies is that the students actually have learned the basics and learned how systems work, and then can actually go out on the equipment and learn how to diagnose that equipment right here while they're in school. Everybody just hold on to these two.
Okay. Yeah, it'd be good to talk. I won't. Yeah, it'll be sound under, but having the sound of human voices would kind of add a little interest to the picture.
In today's lesson, we're going over Murphy Petroleum. So I say, chapter 1.
We're studying today.
Kind of waiting.
Volcanic class.
Yeah, we're good at that, teaching Charlie.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it on?
Now I gotta go get my notes. What's that?
On the screen, it'll be about 2 minutes. While I'm here, it'll be about 20 minutes.
20 minutes.
Do we get paid by the minute?
Yes.
$100 a minute.
Awesome.
So, no, Bruce will cut you a check as you walk. You can wear a sheet. That's all I got. What's the clear one? I think I got a clear one.
Because if we try to go anywhere around here, it's just.
Working in that door.
They were all aboard. They said they got more dates, they were available.
Those lights need to go out.
What's that?
These lights right here need to go out. The others aren't as bad as just these. Those, but those over there can go on. Yeah. Well, take it back. Turn them off too, Roy. Okay.
on the back page?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what I was.
Think so. Low bars. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I don't know if you can bring that light very far. Tilt it over a little bit.
Find the extension cord that we need.
Yeah, another extension cord on there would be great. I'll tell you, while he's getting that, let's just work on this group right here. That's a gourd. I'll bring it around just a bit.
Manual auto one, just like on that one, but it's on this as well.
And now that light needs to come back just a little bit more.
Okay. You wanna read that one to him? On this one, he's
That's good.
How do we test to make sure that?
Take them off and get an ultrasonic book and see what the tolerance level is.
That works.
Let's see, Roy, take that light over there and just light the back wall behind him.
On that side.
That's good, yeah.
Is there any power?
And then bring this light over here a little bit and shoot it that way. There we go. Shoot it kind of that direction. Yeah.
Back side.
And a plug and hot leads
Now, would you guys normally be laughing while you're doing all this?
Probably.
Okay. I just want to do whatever is natural.
It is.
What you do, okay.
Is it showing? So, the first stage, where's it? What's that reading on the first stage? 50? The discharge?
Well, that's what, okay, that's the set point.
Okay. So on the first stage,
That's something.
that section, and then this is discharge. And then the oil pressure. Remember the oil pressure, of course, is what not as good. And then danger.
Not doing it. Well, if you look over here, see the fire. Yeah. No, because each individual wire will keep
So does it mean each one is the wire?
Yeah, on this one fires 6 of this guy. So if one not fire, it can, or if this coil dead, it can be at least 6 won't fire too.
I think that looks good.
You think, James?
Yep.
That looks good. Because it's not showing the high water temperature and oil pressure. You wanna go to back and see?
Scott, how do you think you check see with this?
Okay, Roy, have this light kind of coming over that way.
No, we should have a vibe switch.
Okay.
Yeah, put that in there.
So that's a vibration switch.
This is a jumper, but that wire is a vibe switch.
Okay. What about the ESD switch?
I knew it in the bottom of the coil. So we can see. Yeah, right here. Coil number 1. Yeah, let's see if it's got resistance.
Oh,
Resistance. Okay, check the next one.
0.7 and 0.8.
Now, will I need that light over my shoulder?
0.7.
That's good.
Going right for an electronic.
Yeah.
0.9.
We're getting there.
Getting bigger.
I'm still alright.
0.8. 0.9.
0.7.
So average.
Right.
That's
See,
alright.
Can you kind of cheat that meter towards me so I can see
Yep.
the reading you're getting on it?
Yeah.
This one there. Well, it's a 0.7's on that one.
7.
Turn on one. Right, but you know that it ain't this because we already.
It could be the wire. Maybe there's not continuity in the wires, like between the one of these connectors
You
or
can
group.
check that
So how would you check
by
the wires?
disconnecting this.
And then
And then
whatever
disconnect
one
one of
goes
these.
And go from
You got any of
A
those?
to
Take that.
I'll take this one off, it's close.
Alright, so the one that's all brown.
So then you take,
That and try to find it over here.
well, which one do you
Yeah.
go to?
there we go.
Just until you get a reading.
So you
Yeah, one in there.
Here, picture.
go, you do this,
Yep, and then try each one till you get a reading. There you go. Look at
So that's good.
so that one's
That one's
good.
gonna.
Right?
Do that one more time with the probes. Let's see, I'm in the wrong spot. Where are you putting the probes?
Hold on.
in?
Putting that to that.
Yeah,
that. Oh,
that one's good.
So that one's good.
See, one more time, I didn't get exactly. I'm sorry. Okay, now take it back out and put it back in one more time.
Okay, so it's that one, that,
No, one to the left.
this one.
Okay,
Okay. So that one's good.
now, let's see. Can you move that light?
This one. This one?
This one right there, to the left.
This one? I already did that.
there you go.
So it'll be 0.7.
1, 2, 3.
So we know
All three of
This
these.
one.
4.
A little light on his face, there we go.
So
You set the wrench.
it comes out to 1.
It's the brown one. You can do this one.
Is it all the way on there?
Need to connect them.
Right.
It's broke.
The hook.
So it's this one, right?
Keep going.
That one?
There you go.
So we got 0.4 on 1.
Bring it around behind me,
Yep.
that light.
So you know 1's good.
That's good.
So you just keep working your way through.
Okay, so.
Of course they're making noise.
Okay. Now for the editor, Tracy, just say your name and how to spell it and your title.
My name's Tom Miller, Tomiller, natural gas compression instructor.
Oh, okay. Did you just get out of the military? Is that what you were saying?
I'm a reservist in the
Oh, okay.
military, Navy Reserve.
Navy Reserve.
Mhm.
So did you actually get on a ship and get to go somewhere?
Well, I was in Iraq as a medic with the Marines.
Oh, you were?
Mhm.
Oh, okay. I was with the Marines in Vietnam.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. 3rd Division, 9th Regiment.
Oh, cool.
So medic's a pretty tough job.
Yep, sure is.
Gotta just be out there with them.
Yep, out pounding the ground.
I'm sorry for doing that. What got you interested in doing
Well, I started out as a firefighter EMT, and then when I got in reserves, the medical was kind of one of their deals. They were trying to fill slots, so
They were,
yeah.
good for you.
So I decided to go and do the corpsman thing, and then this colonel from the Marine Corps came and did this PowerPoint presentation. Said we need guys to come be with the Marines. So I went to their field service school, and so basically I'm a Marine with medical knowledge.
Good for you. So how do you get from being a medic in the Marine Corps to knowing all about diesel engines? That's amazing.
Actually, I have my hands in a lot of things, but I have a strong electromechanical background. So basically, I've been teaching electrical for, well, this is my 8th year. And so when I applied for this job, I wasn't real sure about it, only because it pertained to natural gas, but Roy and Steve have been real good to get me up to speed and get me out in the industry and show me what's going on.
What's the unique thing about these engines that would attract kids to be in this kind of business and challenge them at the same time?
A lot of it is just big horsepower. A lot of our engines are 1,000 horsepower, which is pretty impressive. Another thing is they're not contained in containers. They're all out in the open. So you don't have to work around wheel wells or covers or any of that kind of stuff. You get to work directly on the engines. Another thing is you pretty much work alone. You don't have a boss hanging over your shoulder. And you get to drive around in a large diesel truck with lots of fun tools on it and get to do your thing.
So it's for the independent kind of adventurous person, this is a kind of a job to have.
Absolutely.
What kind of future is there in the kind of natural gas compression industry?
The futures are really good. Obviously, natural gas is a pivotal part of the energy in the United States. With the electricity in the power plants all run off natural gas to get the coal fire going. Also up north where it's cold, obviously the natural gas needs to be pumped up there and get it up there so they can keep warm during the winter.
And it's kind of unusual in this class. I know it's not always like this, but you see a bunch of brawny guys, and then you see some women too. So I guess there's a place for everybody and every type of body build or whatever.
Absolutely. There's a lot of dynamics in the natural gas industry. We have guys that like to do a lot of what we call them wrenchers, essentially mechanical type people that like working on the heavy stuff and using the cranes and all that kind of stuff. But there are other opportunities with instrumentation and electrical, which is not so strenuous on people. Not to mention there's also programming and that kind of stuff with the PLCs.
So there's just a little bit of something for everyone.
Absolutely.
Good. I think that'll work.
Can any numbers up on the Murphy controls?
Good question. I'll have to see.
Well, Murphy's just so good to us, besides engine names, I'd almost like to have their name.
Right.
It's basically just from those.
Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah, Murphy is a good company to look at this. Then Electronic.
Yeah.
Rex speaking. Hello, dear. I'm out shooting, yeah, but go ahead. Uh-huh. Yeah. Hmm.
By those Waukesha's when they're gonna quit working on you. Those mechanics don't like those things at all. Well, I would think they would like it if you're a mechanic, but you know, the cats are.
Okay.
Talk about a Murphy controls there.
Yeah. Electronic 5 right here.
Okay. So the electronic key vision system is,
Yes.
there's one more to